Orthopedic Rehab Specialist presents the News 10 Sports Blitz.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome into the Sports Blitz. I'm Kellan, buddy. That's Fred Human. Fred, we're whittling down to the last few teams here in the state of Michigan.
Yeah, Kellan, I'm Fred Human and always have been, as I like to say. And we have three of our teams with a sight set on a trip to Motown next weekend for the state finals, including one of the teams playing in the game you were at, right, Kellan?
Yeah, that's right. The DeWitt Panthers hosting Muskegon, a chilly afternoon at Lansing Catholic. The Panthers lost to Muskegon in last year's semifinals, looking for some revenge today. All defense here. You see the Panthers getting the fumble. That turns into an offensive chance for DeWitt, and a touchdown run from Andrew Debris, trucking his way into the end zone. Panthers up 7-0 in the third quarter. Muskegon with a fourth down chance in the fourth quarter. Amari Crowley's pass caught by Miles Walton. The refs say, though, he was out of bounds. So the Panthers get the ball and they move down the field quickly. This caps off Tyler Holtz. He won't be taken down into the end zone for the score, getting some help from his lineman. All the Panthers would need is a defensive stop, and it's Andrew Debris again. He's got the interception. That seals the deal. DeWitt heading to Ford Field for the first time since 2013. They'll face defending champions River Rouge. Thanks a lot, Natalie. So the DeWitt Panthers heading to Ford Field. That's going to be an exciting one. We'll be there. We'll have coverage right here on WILX a week from tonight.
Yeah, 4 local teams playing on January 16th. It was great.
Who would have thought? We'll take football whenever we can get it. Well, that's another blitz for us tonight. That's Fred Human. I'm Kellan, buddy. Maureen, back to you.
I have never run 31 miles before. I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it next day.
Kevin Viamont never considered even running to the mailbox. That is, until he met his wife.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. They say take things, take interest in things your spouse is in. So I told my wife, hey, you want to run a marathon? She goes, haha, very funny. I'm like, no, if you want to do it. And that's where it started, and I've been running since.
He's only run 3 official marathons.
I've run a lot of 26 milers, just casually. How do you casually run 26 miles?
If there's anything bigger than the run itself, it's what Viamont is running for.
I met my friend Alex on Instagram back in 2019. His daughter had just been born, her second daughter, and she had a congenital heart defect. She had 3 holes in her heart. And just seeing the pictures and hearing the stories of this little girl, I mean, I can't imagine as an adult going through what she went through, as a 1-day-old, 3-day-old, 10-day-old. And like I said, stories like that, you're like, I gotta help.
He says he could donate money to help with research, but instead reached out to conquering CHD.
One thing turned into another, and here I am running, 310 miles again.
That seems like a lot. He's got to be nervous, right? Not when he's running for a cause. Even though he knows how long the road ahead of him is, he also knows how he's going to run it.
How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. The only way you're going to do it is, one step at a time. So just keep going. That's my philosophy. Don't let the brain say you got to stop now. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other until I finish each day.
You have a lane, you have a shot. That's what it is. If I'm in a heat with Katie Ledecky, I can race Katie Ledecky.
A swimmer from Grand Ledge is heading to Nebraska in hopes of winning a trip to Tokyo for the Olympic Games.
News 10's Kellan Buddy takes us on Lola Mull's journey as she sets her sights on gold.
It all started here at a swimming pool. A 14-year-old Lola Mull decided she liked to swim and she liked to do it competitively. As it turns out, well, she's pretty darn good at it.
I want to be as good as I can be. I love this sport, and I want to try and go to the Olympics someday.
And at just 18, a freshman at Northwestern University, she's well on her way. In a week, she'll be swimming alongside her idols.
This is my dream, just to go and swim at Olympic trials, with Katie Ledecky and Leah Smith. That's just insane to me.
Her big break came in May when she blew her competition out of the water to secure a chance to swim in Tokyo.
We got to be there for the experience, for her qualifying, and to see her swim so fast. This was just amazing, super fun. It's a dream come true.
Mull holds a lot of records for the Comets and even some decent accolades in just 1 year with the Wildcats. But the trials will be another beast.
The 50 free, a lot of fun. 100 fly, a lot of fun. 1500 free, totally different story, right? A little over 16 and a half minutes of some torture to your body. She's got the ability to do that.
Mole tells me she'll swim as fast as she can, but she says she's just trying to have fun at the trials too.
That's kind of helping keep the nerves at bay for a while until I need them to set in like the day before I race.
And no worries, she's got plenty of time to have a chance to win gold.
She's not done. Regardless of what happens in a couple weeks, she's still got a lot of opportunity in front of her.
And Mole is ready for the big stage. That comes next week. June 14th through the 16th, she'll be qualifying for the 400 and the 1500 meter freestyles. Reporting in Grand Ledge, I'm Kellan Buddy, News 10 Sports.
News 10's Kellan Buddy joins us live from Hazlet. And Kellan, one local team has found a way to scratch that itch.
Yeah, that's right. And one of the East Side Stars alumni decided one day to test the ice here at Lake Lansing. 20 minutes later, they had cleared this whole thing off to make an outdoor rink. And now just for the last 4 straight days, the East Side Stars are taking hockey back to its deepest roots.
It was a resounding yes, we want to play. We need the ice time and we want to have fun. I love the indoor rinks, but there's just something about being outside and in the fresh air and having the wind blow past. And, we forget about COVID for a little while out here.
It's tough because you don't really know when you can start. You don't know how it's going to be able to, you don't know how you're going to be able to play.
It's been taken away from them and it's been dangled in front of their face and we're so uncertain, and it's great to come out here where there's no pressure, there's no nothing. We can just skate, we can have fun, and that's really what we're hoping to do with the rest of the season.
Just playing an actual game against other people that isn't your teammates is pretty fun. Even if it's pond hockey, I mean, it's still awesome to have a competitive play.
We want to keep the kids as safe as we possibly can, but it's very important to all of our physical and mental well-being to get out and exercise and do things like it's normal.
And while this isn't all bad, you playing out here every day is something I would give my left arm to do. The East Side Stars are hoping that they'll be able to get back indoors and start playing competitively for this 2021 season. We'll let you know what happens with the MHSAA's decision. They're meeting on Friday. Reporting live in Hazlet, I'm Kellan Buddy, News 10 Sports. Someone pass it! Yeah!
The Michigan High School Athletic Association just released their updated winter sports schedule. This comes while they're still trying to figure out the revised fall schedule. News 10's Kellan Buddy is live in East Lansing with the details on what happened.
Yeah, Kylie, it was just 4 days ago. High schools were told they could practice this week with the new pilot program with the MHSAA working with the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. Now they're going to have to wait another week. I'm joined now by the MHSAA's Executive Director, Mark Ewell. Mark, thanks for joining us tonight. Where did this miscommunication between the MHSAA and the MDHHS, where did this happen?
Well, I think what's important to understand is that this pilot program did not exist until Friday, and it only existed in conversations over the weekend, and only yesterday on Tuesday was the pilot program in writing. So we certainly tried to get the information that we could share with schools, and of course we shared with what we thought was the case. And when things changed yesterday, as the pilot program, those details got nailed down, we had to communicate with schools again. So that's just one of those things. A pilot program is always going to be changing and evolving. Our kids and our coaches have been ready for 5 weeks, but as we have since day one, we're going to follow the emergency orders, and nimble and flexible is the theme of 2020, and that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, definitely a lot of moving parts, and with these new details from the MDHHS, those practices are moving back a week, or at least until we get those tests and they can be administered. Are the games moving back about a week? Do you have any idea when the new game schedule might be released for football and the other sports?
So with Christmas hitting this week, obviously we've got a few days that are hard to be able to nail down when tests are going to be delivered, those kinds of things. So hopefully by this weekend we'll be able to communicate with our football schools of when that first practice date's going to be. Obviously with the delay, we're going to have to move back the competition dates slightly, but we'll see where things look like after Christmas.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot, Mark, for joining us. Again, a lot of stuff happening with high school sports and the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the MDHHS. They're working hard to make sure those students can take the field again. Mark, thanks again. Reporting live in East Lansing, Kellan Buddy, News 10 Sports.